If you're someone who actually knows what you're doing, like you paid for the degree, the certification, the training, you may even already be servicing clients, I can almost guarantee that you are probably sitting on a product idea worth 6 or even 7 figures right now, but you don't see it. See, you've invested in your education and you've built real expertise. And the only reason you haven't been able to see it yet is because you are too close to your own brilliance. In this video, I am going to show you 3 ways to spot your profitable product. With my clients, I call these extraction points. So let's get into extraction point number 1. Extraction point number 1 is your existing systems and processes. This right here is where almost every profitable product comes from, whether you realize it or not. So what I want you to think about is what system or processes you're already using, maybe even on a daily. These can be systems and processes that you're actively using with clients, or maybe even on a loved one or on yourself. So for example, a hairstylist does something in a particular order. Let's say she does wash days for herself, her clients, her loved ones. She probably starts off by maybe detangling the hair, putting the water on hot, washing it, rinsing it with cold water, rubbing some aloe on their scalps, cleansing their scalps, conditioning, putting them under a heated dryer, etc., etc. Whether you are a graphic designer, whether you are a esthetician, whether you're a makeup artist, whatever it is that you are, even as a coach, you have a specific order, a specific process in which you do things. Now, I started off as a full service marketing and branding strategist, meaning that I would provide services such as content creation, management, even ad development, email creation, all of these things for clients. And what I realized is that for every client, no matter the brand, I had a specific lay of the land. If I wanted to template that and sell it, I could, and I did. So I had a very specific order in which I will help people build their brands from the ground up or start a business from scratch. I created a templated checklist for this, and I actually had it laminated and placed in my little office corner. This templated laminated checklist I followed time and time again for each new client. A few months later, when I ventured into products, I thought about it and I turned that into one of my first lineup of products, and I actually sold it for $15. Now, that specific checklist, I was able to help probably hundreds of people start their businesses and build their brands without me needing to have my time tied to it. So what is it that you're doing? Are you onboarding a certain way? Are you crafting things a certain way? Do you rinse and repeat something that you can maybe template or package? That's what you want to start to think about. If you can repeat it, it can be productized. Products aren't created, they're extracted. Which brings me to extraction point number 2. What are your clients asking you? More specifically, what are your clients asking you how to do or asking you for support on? Now, let me say this. If you are the wrong type of person with the scarcity mindset, you're going to think that answering these questions for your clients, especially in the form of a product, which they can possibly DIY themselves, you're going to think that that is taking away money from you. It's taking away business from you, because what if these clients never come back? What if they never return? That is not the way you want to think about it. You want to think about it from an aspect of impact. If I can actually productize the answer to these questions, how many more people can I actually reach? How many more people can I impact without them ever needing to touch my chair, without them ever needing to touch my Zoom, and without them ever needing to take my time, which is the most important thing. So if clients are repeatedly asking you how to do a certain thing, why not create a product that packages that answer? If they're constantly asking you, can you show me this? Or what would you do if blank? Fill in the answers to those questions and then document how many times people are continuously asking you that and how you can solve that problem in a productized format. The way that you do this is you literally just create what they're asking you for. It's really not rocket science. But I think because as service providers, we are so chained to our calendar. We are so chained to us delivering on said work because we are the expert. we have the talented skills, we have the blessed hands, or the astronomical brain, right? We think that they can only get results if they work with us directly, when in reality, the power is to create results even if they don't get to work with you one-on-one. If you think about the largest brands in the world, maybe even some of your favorite brands, you may have a favorite skincare brand, hair care brand, makeup brand, what have you. You love the product. That doesn't necessarily mean that you needed to sit down in front of Rihanna and have Rihanna show you how to apply her bronzer. Make it make sense. So you want to think about your brand in that same way. If you were creating legacy, true legacy means that it can operate with or without you. And our goal here is to create a legacy brand. So answer those questions and think about it from an aspect of, if I teach this, I can create more impact, not if I teach this, they won't need me. Because in reality, teaching builds trust, trust increases referrals, and authority attracts more work, if anything, and more revenue, not less of it. I have a great example of this. I have a client who is also a phenomenal hair care specialist. Calling her a hairstylist is just disrespectful. She is trained. She knows scalp care. She knows how to grow hair. She really takes care of your hair, and she literally doesn't use certain products. She doesn't even use gel because of what it can do to your hair and how it can damage it. Last year, I had a very packed December. I had 2 weddings. I had a celebration to go to. I had an event that I was VIP for. I had a birthday celebration for David and Donnie. And I had so much going on that she told me, we have to go ahead and just have you wear a wig. Now, when she installed the wig initially, she curled it down. But by the time it was time to go to the second wedding, my curls were completely shot. So I called her and I asked her, how in the world am I gonna do this? I was stressing out because I don't have the patience to do hair at all. And if you're like me, put girl, I'm with you with the hair thing in the comments. So after all my complaining, do you wanna know what she did? She literally walked me through how to curl my hair, exactly what tool to use and size barrel. And then she said, Chanel, when it's time to style it on wedding day, call me on FaceTime and I will walk you through how to style it. I did just that. And in about maybe 30-ish minutes, my hair, baby, you would have thought I was a stylist myself. I'm gonna insert the picture if I can find it in this video so that you can see what the wig looked like before and how I styled it with Kai's help. Now, teaching me this didn't take away from her expertise. If anything, it elevated her level of expertise to me, because if you can walk somebody through how to do something without you physically doing it and it still turns out A1 steaks off, why would I not believe that you're an expert? Why would I not want to buy more of your stuff? Which is exactly what happened. So do I still go to her to do my hair? Absolutely. So what I want you to remember is that if you can walk someone through something live, then you can package it into a product. Your hands are not a limit of your expertise. They may be the start of it, but what you craft, you can craft something that's more tangible that can be sold over and over again without being tied to your labor or specifically your calendar. Which then brings me to extraction point number 3. And this right here is gonna sound a little bit scary because people either just don't do it or they explain it incorrectly. And this is, you need to perform market research. Now, I'm going to break it down super simple. I'm not going to overcomplicate it because I actually want you to do this. Here is my top recommendation when it comes to doing market research, and it is to host a focus group. A focus group is just a fancy word of saying get a gathering of people who are in your ideal audience together to grill them with a bunch of questions and reward them somehow. I went to the University of Florida. That is where I was trained. That's where I got my public relations degree from. That is where I took all of my advertising, my market research classes, and that's where I did real life research and projects for real life brands. They are phenomenal when it comes to their research papers and all of their findings. And one of my most, I wouldn't say, maybe not my favorite, but one of the most powerful ways that I was able to get research was I created focus groups, or I hosted focus groups. And so I would reward people with food, sometimes with gift cards and things like that. But pretty much you get your ideal audience into a room. The room has to be a controlled environment without distractions. And within that room, you pretty much have a conversation because you have a predetermined list of questions and talking points, and you hear what their responses are to those questions. And what's cool about focus groups is you actually get to pick up on how your audience is saying certain things, so that way you can improve your messaging, or you can improve your visuals, or you can improve how you package a particular thing. That is why focus groups are one. If for some reason you can't get your focus group to be in person, you can absolutely do one virtually, as long as you can control the environment. My second favorite are going to be surveys. You can also do both of them together. So you can do a focus group and you can also do surveys. Surveys, how people say it is, they say just put together a bunch of questions and send it out to your email list or what have you. That's not what I'm going to tell you to do right now. What I'm going to tell you to do is, if you already have a book of business, meaning you have clients, I want you to survey those specific clients because they've already paid you for your expertise. The same thing goes if you haven't been paid. Maybe you've been loaning your expertise to your aunts, your cousins, your siblings, who have you, your friends. Reach out to them and say, hey, I want to survey you. And if you don't have that at all, what I want you to do is then identify who your ideal customer would be if you were to build a particular product to solve a certain problem. You don't have to have all of the polishings of the product together yet. You just need to know what is the direction of the problem you're solving. And if you had to put together features, what are some features, benefits, ingredients even that you are already thinking about? And so once you have that, you then are able to identify your target audience, you attract them, and you have them take the survey. What's important when you put together this survey is you want to make sure that you are using quantifiable questions, not qualitative questions. Quantitative has the root word quantity, whereas qualitative has the root word quality. And I know you normally hear the word quality over quantity, but I want you to throw that out the window when it comes to surveys. You want things to be quantified, AKA you need numbers to make decisions. You need data to guide your next steps. And that is what quantifiable data does for you. If I were to ask you how your day was, right? And I were to ask 3 other people how their day was, you may say your day was good. Another person may say, Another person may say it was bomb. Another person may say today was it. I have no idea if bomb is positive or negative. I have no idea what today was it means. And your good is the only clear answer that I have, which makes my survey a waste of time because now I only got one pure answer out of the bunch. What you want to do instead is you want to give options, multiple choice. How was your day? Good, bad, or just okay? You can also use what's called a ranking scale or a rating scale, where you can say 5 means amazing, 1 means terrible. On a scale of 1 to 5, how was your day today? What that does is it allows you to tally up numbers. So how many people said good? How many people said bad? How many people said it was in the middle? Or if you use the 1 to 5 scale, you can calculate the average. What was the average rating for days across the people who took your survey? You need to have numbers. When it comes to surveys, clarity over creativity is where it is always going to hit. If you can't make a decision from the answer, then it was probably the wrong question to begin with. So we just went over the 3 extraction points that you can use to identify the profitable product that is already sitting within your service or within your expertise. When people hear the word product, they think that they need a brand new idea, and in reality, you do not. You need to learn how to see what's already there. And that's exactly what I'm teaching inside of the Profitable Product Challenge. Inside the challenge, I'm going to show you exactly how you can extract a scalable product from within the expertise that you already have. And I'm going to show you how to build a path to your first 10K product launch without burning yourself out. And when you join, you are going to get my free productpreneur guide, where I break down the 5 costly mistakes that service providers make when creating their first product, and I even break down how to avoid them. Join the challenge and let's build your profitable product brand together. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, go ahead and comment the word "I will have a profitable product," or comment the phrase "I will have a profitable product," to prove to me that you are a true YouTube fan bam and you made it all the way till the end. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone that you know it can help. And if you don't know who I am, hello, I am Chanel, the brand hustler, and I help beautiful people like you build amazing product and CEO brands that will last even when you are not tied to the calendar. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.